Hey everybody, welcome back to Marvelous Monday. Did you have a good week, Michaela?
I did. It was very awesome.
I did too. So here we are starting our week off, and today is slime. So we are going to be making 2 slimes. So let's look in our bag and see what we have for the first slime. I have some chocolate pudding. What do you have?
I have some vanilla pudding.
And I have some cornstarch. Do you have cornstarch?
Yes, I do.
All right, that's all we need for the first one. And I will have to admit, this is called slime, but when I made it, it's not very slimy. It's kind of more of a dough, so it's kind of coming into our slime when it shouldn't be. But we're going to give it a try anyway. So you will need a bowl, a spoon, or something to stir with, and some warm water. So let's go ahead and put our cornstarch in our bowl.
All right.
Just dump the whole bag in.
There we go. Oop.
It's a little messy.
Yep, already made a little bit of a mess.
That's all right.
Okay.
Sorry, moms, dads, and caregivers. All right, then I'm going to go ahead and put my pudding in the bag. I like chocolate. Do you like chocolate?
I do.
Do you like vanilla?
Yes, vanilla is actually my favorite kind of pudding.
Awesome. So, theoretically, this is edible, but I don't think you really want to eat a lot of it because you might get a stomach ache. But, and it really, I will admit, I made it and I tasted it, and it's kind of gross. But you can eat it and you won't get sick. But again, I don't suggest eating the whole thing. So let's stir that up, mix it up a little bit. And now this is the trick, I think, to a lot of things that we're doing this summer, is to slowly add the water. So I'm going to put some of my water in. Stir a little bit. Ooh, it's starting to get, mine's starting to get doughy. Okay, and if I didn't have this mask on, I would smell it. But since I have a mask on, I really, oh, sorry, Michaela. I really can't smell it. Except I can smell mine a little bit.
I think I can
smells
smell yours
delicious. But again, don't eat a lot. And if it's too dry, just go ahead and add more water. If you add too much water all at once, if your mom, dad, or caregiver has cornstarch on hand, I would imagine you can fix it up. But I suggest adding your water really slowly, especially mine's looking kind of runny right now.
Oh, it is.
So I'm going to slow down on my water and try and mix mine up a little bit.
I'm going to add some more. Mine's still very dry.
Show the camera that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty dry. She needs a little bit more water. And I don't think I need any more water. Wow.
Do it with my hands.
So that being said, hopefully hers will turn into a more doughy consistency so she can show you. And since mine's already pretty runny and it said it was pudding slime, I'm going to go ahead and add more water to mine and just see what happens.
Okay.
But you keep yours doughy.
Okay.
And of course we didn't bring anything to wipe our hands off with,
did
so
not.
glad that's her and not me because I have to control all the computer stuff here. They'd get a little bit mad at me, I'm sure, if their mouse was full of chocolate pudding. But I'm going to go ahead and add more water to mine since mine's already past the doughy stage.
Mine's still very doughy. And I like it though.
Oh, I think I just might have added too much water.
Whoops.
Well, that's all right. That's part of experimenting. But once you add too much water, can I just tell you guys something? You can't go back. So unless you want it to just be really slimy, I don't suggest adding a lot of water. But hers looks pretty doughy. I wonder if we can get you some more cornstarch. We should have gotten you some more cornstarch, maybe.
Okay.
I think if she were to add a little bit more cornstarch, hers would turn into a dough.
Yeah.
And mine is a chocolate slime now, though.
It
that
does
is
look
pretty
a lot
cool.
like pudding. Like it's pudding.
But I'm just going to use one hand. I think if I touch it, it's going to stick and make a mess. So you ask your caregiver whether they want you playing with it this way or that way. This one, I think if she would have waited and not added quite so much water, or if she kept some of her cornstarch aside, she could make it into a dough. Because when I did make it, it did turn out to a dough. So again, moms, dads, and caregivers, I do apologize for the mess, but it is kind of fun. So, yep, I think if she had just a little bit more cornstarch, actually, I'm going to try and get some more out of your bag for you.
Okay.
And see what happens there.
Yeah, just put it right in there.
We're going to put it on there. All right, let's see how that goes. Okay. And I used all mine because I was just that way. I used all mine. But I think don't put all your cornstarch in at once. Save a little bit. And if it gets doughy like that, because when I made mine, it got a little bit doughy and I just added some more cornstarch. So don't dump your whole bag of cornstarch like we did in the beginning, even though we told you to do that. So hopefully moms, dads, caregivers, you have cornstarch on site. But if you don't, I would imagine flour would do the same thing to make it not quite so oozy. But it is pudding slime, which is what it said it would be.
That's right.
So that's kind of cool. So that is our first thing that we are making today, pudding slime. And we hope you guys had a good time. We're going to clean up here a little bit, and then we will do our second slime. So thank you so much. We'll see you in a bit. Hey everybody, welcome back. I hope you were able to clean up your mess. We had to clean up ours. So here we are. We are going to look at the second part of today's slime and see what we have in the bag. We have some glue and some liquid starch with glitter in it.
Yeah.
Hopefully the lids are on tight enough so you can go ahead and shake it up a little bit because you're going to want to do that. Most of you got clear glue because that's pretty cool, but we ran out of clear glue, so Michaela and I get white glue, but we'll still make it fun.
Yep.
But if you did get white glue, you can go ahead and add some food coloring to it, which is what Michaela's going to do right now, and let's see what happens when you add food coloring really quickly to your white glue.
1, 2, 3 drops?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Stir it up. That's pretty cool.
That is.
And I would imagine you could add coloring to clear glue and still get a little bit of coloring, but this makes it, the white glue makes it a little bit more vibrant.
Right.
So, moms, dads, and caregivers, I made this so that you could actually mix your slime right in this cup. You don't need a bowl or anything. You just need something to stir with. Now, unlike us pouring that whole bunch of cornstarch in at once and learning from our mistake, this you have to put in really slowly because I think I made too much of this to go in here, but I did that because most people probably have glue at home in case they need to change it out. It's usually a 2-to-1 ratio, 2 glue, 1 starch. So it does say you have 3 ounces in here, and I'll be honest, I kind of eyeballed it after a while, which means I didn't measure precisely. And then this is a 2-ounce container, so hopefully there's about 2 ounces in here. But there should be more starch than you need. If you pour all of your starch in at once, you are not going to have a usable slime. So do not pour it in all at once. Pour it really slowly. So we're going to go ahead and do that ourselves right now. You know what? We tried to come up with fun names, and I think was this fairy snot?
Yes, fairies.
So yeah, this is our fairy snot because fairies probably sneeze glitter, wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
So I just poured about half of it in, and I'm stirring mine up. And it's getting a little bit more solid. How about yours?
Yeah, it's getting there. I didn't pour, I don't think, quite as much as you did.
Okay. So it's getting solid, but still, if I were to put my finger in there right now, it would be a little bit sticky. So I am not going to do that. I am going to go ahead and just add a little bit more of the starch. After I scrape the sides, you want to scrape the sides and get as much of that glue off of there as you can. Go ahead and add, you know what? I think I'm going to shake my starch up again because my glitter settled to the bottom. Make sure you have the lid on really tight before you start shaking or you're going to have a glitter mess. But I want to get as much glitter, since it is fairy snot, into my slime. Right, again, I'm going to add just a little bit more. I'm going to stir that up. This is one of my favorite slimes to make. Like I said, if you have enough liquid fabric starch on hand and glue, you can keep playing until it gets to the right consistency. And it's really kind of a fun one. Oh, mine's getting really gloppy now. How about yours?
It's getting there.
Yep, mine's starting to... That's kind of fun. I wonder if I can add food coloring to it later. I'm going to try that again. Again, I'm going to shake up my glitter to get as much glitter as possible. add a little bit more. I don't want to add it all at once because I know I will have way too much starch then. So I just added a real little bit there. Stir, stir, stir. Because it should get to the point where you can actually pick it up and play with it and it doesn't stick to you at all. When we made our test run, we did clear with gold glitter, and it turned out really cool, but so many people played with it, it's kind of dirty. So when your slime gets dirty and your mom says toss it out, because it gets kind of gross sometimes, especially if you don't wash your hands, which you all should be doing a lot right now, washing your hands. Right, mine is almost there.
I think mine's still very...
It is. You might need some more starch, dear.
Yes.
And I didn't have a lot of glitter that time, so next time I'm shaking it up. Right, mine is starting to come away from the sides now, which means I can almost play with it, which is exciting. This is why I love my job. People ask me, why would you want to be a children's librarian? Because I don't have to grow up. Because I can make stuff like this. See, mine's almost all coming out at once now. Michaela, I would go ahead and pour some more starch in yours. I'm going to shake my starch up one more time. Get ourselves as much glitter. And I am almost out of starch, actually.
Me too.
But, again, you don't want to pour it all at once. Because it's like a magical thing. It just all of a sudden gels. Which is a good thing to talk about magic. When our theme this summer is Imagine Your Story. And it's all about fairy tales, fantasy, and folklore. Now, see, I can pick mine up now and it doesn't really stick to me. But I am going to add just a little bit more.
Mine's still sticky.
Yours is still sticky?
Yeah.
You still have quite a bit of starch there. That's what I mean. It takes it's all of a sudden it's going to hit and it's going to be just perfect. And that's why towards the end when you're adding it, you want to add just the little bits at a time. So I am actually thinking mine is pretty much done. Now, if you take it out and it sticks to your hands, and you still have some starch left, you can go ahead and just put some starch on your hands and that will clean your hands up. So mine is actually pretty goopy. It's sticking just a little bit. So I am just going to add just a little bit more starch. How's yours going?
It's getting there. I think that might have been...
I'm going to start kneading mine because mine isn't sticking to me as much now. So I think if I start, yours is still a little bit too sticky.
Yeah.
Are you out of starch?
Not quite yet.
All right. I am not out of starch yet. If you do run out of starch, I will give you some of mine, even though it's going to be a lot of green glitter. But that'll be kind of pretty.
Yeah, green and pink.
Yeah. Preppy colors for those of you that are as old as I am. Green and pink, preppy. You probably don't even know about that, do you?
Nope.
I'm aging myself right now. Back in the day when I was in high school, they talked about preppy people and they wore green and pink.
Wow.
And I'm not going to tell you when I graduated. So mine is no longer sticking to me. I can do that with it and let it flow down, but it is still just a tad bit sticky. But this is kind of fun. This does look like snot just a little bit.
Oh yeah.
And I would imagine this to be very snot. So I'm going to go ahead and just add a little bit more. And hopefully that will be enough to make mine not stick at all. And again, we're making a big mess. Sorry, moms, dads, and caregivers. Maybe if it's too messy, you can take the laptop outside and do these things out on the deck or outside table and chairs. But yeah. So like I said, if it's too sticky, you're going to want to add more starch. If it's too runny, you're going to want to add more glue. So mine's pretty cool right now. I think you might need just a little bit more starch.
Yeah, I agree.
So hopefully I gave you all enough starch to make yours like mine. And not so gloppy like hers, but she can still play with it.
Right.
And if you store it in here, make sure your lid is sealed. And that way you can save it for a while. But like I said, it does get dirty. Like if you drop it on the floor, and if you have pets, you're going to get hair in it. Do not put this on fabric or in your bedroom, on your bed. Your mom will not be happy with me then.
No.
I'm going to just add the rest of mine. And there we go. So that is fairy snot. I hope you guys enjoyed making your fairy snot. I hope you guys all have a great day. See you next week. And next week, I think we're making a whole bunch of dough.
Yep.
So I'm excited because it's one of my favorite things that we've made so far this summer is Kool-Aid dough. I can't wait for you guys to smell it. It smells delicious. And we are going to have a great day. So thank you so much. Don't forget to sign up for Summer Read. Go to our website at nchcpl.org. And up on the upper right-hand corner, there's a Summer Read icon. And you click on that and you just sign up. So read and write all summer. And we hope to see you guys again soon. Thank you so much and have a good day.